Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's see what we got for you right now. We have a quite interesting British car that I quite like it. It may look a little simple, but I always see the good looks in each car, and I see in this one too. Let's see what we got for you right now. It's a 143 scale, 1964 Vauxhall. I always say I always want to make sure I pronounce the names correct, but I hope I did. Vauxhall Epic Deluxe. Now, when I'm sure I'm gonna get some of those fanatic cars that say Vauxhall Epic, this is not the Vauxhall Epic. This is the Vauxhall Viva. Yes, you are right. It is a Vauxhall Viva, but this is the French edition. Remember, in France, the Vauxhall Viva was called Epic. Now, not only in France, also in Algeria and also in Tunisia. In those three markets, these were called Epic. Okay. And also in Canada, these were called Envoy Epic, which I'm not really sure. Envoy. I never knew. I knew Envoy as a GMC model, but I didn't know Envoy as a brand itself. But it's okay. Uh, let's see. This is a model from 1963 to 1966. Okay, and that's the first. Let me see. Make sure. This is the This is actually the first generation of the Vauxhall Viva or Epic. Like I said, came out 1963 to 1966, and they were assembled in the UK, in Australia, in Portugal, and in New Zealand. They only came as a two-door saloon sedan in other markets. Engine wise, these cars quite a small engine. They had a 1.1, I'm gonna guess is a 1.1 cc's, and transmission. You only had a four-speed manual, all synchro mesh. Not sure what they mean by that, but now this is the HDs to call. I noticed they had a commercial model on this front, same front end, but they were called Bedford because I have it also. It's called Bedford HA, and I noticed this car right here, which is called Vauxhall Viva, but it's the HA Viva. I guess they wanted to separate from the second generation. The second generation was called HB, and the third generation was called HC. I'm not really sure why they want to separate them by letters because they're not sharing their model with other years. But this one was basically sold the shortest time out of the three eras. It's only sold for 3 years, while the other ones were sold a little longer. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. You know, I quite like this car. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's a cute little car. And let me give you some information about this car because I was reading before. Let me see. It says here because I wanted to make sure I get more information about this car. The HA Viva, which is a model, announced in September 1963 and it was replaced by 1966, was Vauxhall first serious step into the compact car market after Second World War. It was also the first new car produced by Vauxhall since 1936. Yeah, don't forget that Vauxhall share a lot of models with Opel, or Opel share a lot of models with to Vauxhall. But this model specifically, which was supposed to be like a competitor or a share market with the Cadet, it's not the same car. It's similar in size, and I read a lot of markets had the Vauxhall Viva or Vauxhall Epic, like we see here, and also the Opel Cadet. So they kind of share the market because they don't look exactly alike, as you're probably familiar with the Opel Cadet from this era. They're both nice looking. This is a little more squarish. The other one's a little bit, probably a little more edgy and a little more like side edges. But they're all, both of them are attractive in their own little way. I gotta say. All right, guys. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this car. To my French or Algerian or Tunisian folks, if you're familiar with this car, the Epic model, are they still around in your markets or in the streets or in the museum or in a car show? Or for the rest of the folks that have it as the Vauxhall Viva, let me know. Will they still have it? Do you still have them around? Were they good cars? I mean, a lot of people may not have lived when these cars were new and came out, but they got their parents or their cousins that were older and they drove. Someone has always experienced, unless I'm talking about a real exotic car like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or Bugatti that you barely see them on the road, so you definitely do not find owners that got one. All right, guys. Don't forget to click and subscribe. When you subscribe, do not forget to click the doorbell that will remind you when I post more videos. All right, take care of yourselves. More than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.